2023 has been a very difficult year for all. Despite many challenges, UNDP expanded support to the people of Armenia, where it was most needed. Since September, UNDP acts quickly to support refugees, while at the same time keeping broader development agenda in sight. In this spirit, UNDP supports most critical transformations in the country, including green transition, institutional reforms, and inclusive socio-economic development.
2023 was a year of extreme hardship for thousands of people. We, as the UNDP Socio-Economic Development Team, strive to support the most vulnerable of them to overcome deprivations. Despite challenges, we invested in healthcare, vocational education, affordable housing, and access to water and sanitation. Reflecting on 2023, our work benefited 90,000 vulnerable people in all regions of Armenia by creating 1,000 jobs, improving living conditions and access to essential services, supporting green value chains, entrepreneurship, and local economic development. We are continuing our efforts to help people in recovering livelihoods and enhancing self-sufficiency for a resilient and hopeful future.
In 2023, we advanced our contribution in democratic consolidation, human rights protection, and police reforms. In the newly introduced patrol police service nationwide, we trained over 1,000 officers, ensuring safety for millions. Our efforts led to 0 victims of explosive ordnance and substantial increase in clearance capacities.
This past year, we continued advancing Armenia's climate policy agenda and strengthening country's capabilities for environmental sustainability and resilience. UNDP has been instrumental in scaling up transformational change in buildings' energy efficiency, benefiting 21,000 people. We supported modernization of the weather observation network to increase countrywide forecast coverage to 80%.
In 2023, our main focus was mainstreaming innovation, experimentation, and human-centered approaches in diverse sectors, such as healthcare, taxes, sustainable financing, urban revitalization, law enforcement, tourism, and vocational education. Our initiatives have ranged from sending out behaviorally informed messages to 21,000 drivers to decrease speeding on the roads, to establish the Digital Forensic Lab at the State Revenue Committee to combat tax crime, to empower 2,700 entrepreneurs, and to foster systems thinking in 4 Armenian cities.
Gender equality and women's empowerment are at the heart of all we do. In 2023, our team continued establishing new platforms for women's voice to be heard through policy dialogue and decision-making at the local level. We bolstered the political and economic empowerment of 500 women and supported national and local governments as well as private companies in their endeavors to introduce gender-sensitive practices.
As 2023 is drawing to an end, my colleagues have already proudly shared all the important work and achievements which makes UNDP a reliable partner to the people of Armenia. Entire UNDP, all of us, will continue throughout 2024 with the same spirit, energy, enthusiasm, so that all the persons, but especially those who need us most, feel the difference which we would like to bring along. I wish all a happy, prosperous, and peaceful New Year in 2024.